All right, hello everybody, and welcome to Wednesday, the 15th of April, and it's New For You Comic Book Day. So, very excited to have a delivery in the mail of some new materials to me to be able to review on this New For You Comic Book Day until the production and distribution hold from Diamond is released. So I ordered some stuff from New Dimensions Comics off of eBay. They are a comic book shop in Ellinwood City, Pennsylvania, which is not too far from where some of my extended family lives. So there were a couple of things in here that I sought out to fill some collections that I wanted to read, and then there were some other things that just kind of looked interesting to me. And I haven't checked my eBay delivery receipts to see what exactly is in this box, because I don't think it's everything that I ordered from them. Make sure I'm not missing anything in the packaging. All right. So let's see what is here on top. I have received a autographed copy of Daredevil #9 annual signed by Scott McDaniel. So one of the things that I purchased from them was a 10 books for essential collectors or things to get a collection started. And since, if it's not Submariner or Namor or Jimmy Olsen related, then it's probably not an old book that I own. I figured that would be something that is good for me to hop on and pick up. So let's see what has made it in the packaging. And they did a real good job of packing everything in here to make sure that nothing got dinged, nicked, bent up, or destroyed in transit. So that's awesome. I'm very excited by that. So let's see what we have behind door number 1. So behind door number 1, I received one of the books in this series in my random trade and prestige auction that I picked up. And I think it was the last video I did. So this is the Superman Doomsday run by Jurgens and Breeding that was done by DC a couple of years ago. So very excited to have that whole run in the stack to read, because literally the only thing that I have left to check out is the Court of Owls storyline from Snyder that I've been kind of eking through the last couple of days. The second one that I have is another completion of some of the random stuff that I picked up. It is all 6 books in the Nick Fury versus Shield Marvel run that came out a couple years ago. That again, I got two of those books in my last random lot. So I'm excited to be able to read about my man Fury taking on Shield, the organization which we, come to know him helming in the MCU. The next one I'm quite excited about. So one of the characters that I've come to be quite intrigued in, and I've been, kind of wondered why he was excluded from some of the grander storyline elements of the MCU, is Adam Warlock. So I have a 6-issue Warlock run that is from the early 90s. And the tag at the bottom is before the Infinity Gauntlet there was Warlock, so it kind of plays through the role that he has in that whole saga. These books are in really, really, really good conditioning, and looking at at least the packaging, that I don't see any bends, any cracks, any folding in the corners. So one set of Adam Warlock things to read as yeah, bud. Sorry, that was my 4-year-old letting me know he was back from his walk with mommy. But yeah, I'm really excited to look at the Warlock run, because one of the things that I'm trying to piece together is all of the Infinity Gauntlet and War and Saga books, to kind of look at how the definitive end of the first major phase of the MCU ends, looking at how it was created in the comics. The second thing that I've got here is another Warlock run from, I think this is prior to the first one that I looked at. Yeah, these are all 1982, 1983. And what I like in terms of looking at these books is no ads on the back. Continuation of the cover. More art to soak in, more lovely shots of Warlock versus Thanos. So very, very excited to have a large piece of the Warlock stuff leading into the popular Infinity Saga to be able to wade through. The next cluster that I've got here is Warlock Chronicles. These are a crossover from the Infinity Crusade story arc. And I've got the complete 8-issue run. I like this nice little holographic shiny cover that I catch the wrong angle in the window that is opposite my computer, and it blinds everybody. But we get to see there's showdown between Thanos, Mephisto, and Warlock. Again, while these books didn't come bagged or boarded, aside from the in-mass packaging, again the quality of the book looks kind of good. There's no real bad yellowing of any of the solid white pages. So excited. Now I think the stack on the bottom might be the cluster I truly did not know what I was going to get in terms of the essential collection stuff. So let's see. I got some nice little matters for New Dimension Comics. The way that they flew onto my radar, aside from being not too crazy far away from where a lot of my extended family lives, is that in terms of everybody kind of posting about helping out their LCS in these times of stores being deemed non-essential and no new books coming out, is apparently this shop was impacted by a storm and they lost a window, and there was a lot of push to get some help from the comic community. So from some of the stuff that I recognize in here, there are at least some pretty cool titles, some number ones to kind of look through. So I've got Avengers Axis number 1, which is an Avengers X-Men event that I don't know anything about. So that's cool. One of the writers that I've been very, 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 very heavy on lately has been Cullen Bunn. A couple weeks ago, I posted a review of Brothers Dracula and Unholy Grail, and I've read almost everything else that I could get my hands on from him. So this is from Boom Studios. This is The Empty Man. I don't know what it is, but it's one of those things that if it's written in similar ways to how Bunn writes the rest of his stuff, I'll be intrigued. I don't have this one. Civil War II, I've got some of the collections of the Civil War One, either trades or the extended kind of prestige stuff. So I'm excited to, have to add this to my collection. This book I remember from my childhood, X-Men 282, the new appearance of Bishop getting ready to sling energy beams and blow shit up. And it has an ad for the Wolverine video game on the Nintendo, which I loved and hated at the same time. I love me some What If books. So I've got What If the X-Men ask What If the Phoenix have not died. I have a big cluster of the What If books and not this one. So I'm excited to kind of go through these. And I think the What If books are going to become more and more kind of interesting to look at, since you've got the What If show popping up on Disney Plus soon. From IDW, The Cape 1969. This is one of Joe Hill's books that I've heard people talk about, but I can't remember. I know I've seen the collection online before, but it looks like, haunting war story that someone's going to have to deal, with the hell of war. Another book that I don't recognize, but a name that I do. This is from Image Comics. It's Matt Fraction and Kristen Ward. The book looks like it's called Odyssey. Looks like mystic, otherworldly powers. There are a lot of, letters or small essays in the background, so I know that I can get, some information there. But, I like the things that I've seen Matt Fraction do, so I'm excited there. Revival #1 from Image Comics. Tim Seeley and Mike Norton. I've read, I think, one other thing that Tim Seeley has done, but again, great quality. Alpha Flight #1. This is a series of books that I know I've seen around, but don't know a whole lot about the Alpha Flight. But getting a #1 from, an 80s series that will introduce me to the team, I'm excited about that. And then the last book, in terms of one of the things that I've seen a lot of people posting about in terms of what they're reading and have been doing a heavy sell on, is Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips's work on Criminal. And this is a special edition from Image, so I don't know where it lies in the timeline. I know that in the front it says it's a one-shot, so I'm excited to kind of see if I wet my whistle with this and can, get into another longer run of something that I know has gotten a lot of good reviews, or a lot of people that I respect read and talk about it. So everything that I got out of that box, did not break the bank. That those clusters of, like, the Superman Doomsday or the Nick Fury versus Shield were on sale on eBay for like $8 for the cluster. That new collection pack was something like 12 to 15, so I got some pretty good books. I feel like I got bang for my buck out of that. So this is definitely, someone that I'll keep an eye on their store. I will, I hope they bounce back from the double whammy of the storm damage and the coronavirus shutting them down. And I'm really excited to get in and read some of these things. So if you see any books that you think I should move to the top of my stack on this New For You comic book day, then I'm real excited to take your suggestions. All right, everybody, have a good one.